Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I'm going to talk to you about some new developments that's happening in the whole controversy of Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev. Recently just read the Twitter account of Mr. Tony Weeks, which was the referee in that bout, and he stated that he was getting criticized a lot in that fight, and he has admitted that he didn't see the low blows, and he looked at the replay, and he stated that he wouldn't have stopped the fight if he would have saw the low blows. He wouldn't have stopped it in that fashion. My mistake. That's what I'm talking about, guys. First off, I'm going to say it now, and I've been saying it about Tony Weeks. Tony Weeks is a stand-up referee. If you notice how he responded in his Twitter account, go look at it for yourself. I'll put a link below so you can check it out for yourself. But he said he's admitting, okay, I wouldn't have stopped the fight in that shape, form, or fashion. I mean, referees only see a certain angle. You know, they are closer, but even it's certain things that the referees don't see in the fight. You know, David John Jackson, you know, Kovalev's trainer, stated from his perspective it looked like they were low. You know, but that necessarily wasn't, Tony Weeks wasn't probably necessarily on that side. He missed it. You know, a lot of people miss, you know, certain punches. You can't see every punch. You know, it's not the referee's job to count every punch. He just has to make sure that all the punches are legal, and not all the time that you catch them all the time, you know, so it is what it is. But for him saying that means to me something needs to go in account of. It needs to really be changed to not a disqualification, because that wouldn't be fair to Andre Ward, you know, because Andre Ward wasn't pointed or anything like that. Also, before I get too deep into that, Tony Weeks also stated that he stopped the fight because Sergey wasn't responding and he wasn't protecting himself, which was true. You have to protect yourself at all times. Now, regardless of the low blows, he was getting hit with clean shots. And he was getting hit with shots that were upstairs too. You weren't just downstairs. But the downstairs shots, and then the actual last punch that Andre Ward threw and landed was below the belt. It wasn't borderline, it was below the belt. Okay, so that is what it is. It should be a no contest, you know. But to get back on refereeing, Tony Weeks is a stand-up guy. I've been saying it, like I said before. He's a stand-up guy. He admitted when he made a mistake. And, you know, you think about most world-renowned refs or referees in general of the sport of boxing. How many times have you seen a referee do things to that magnitude, and they just said what they needed to say, I guess, I mean, just for the media, and didn't respond back? You know, he did go on and did, you know, like a man, and say, hey, I made a mistake. You know, I didn't catch it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything deliberate or anything of that nature, but he didn't catch the low blows. Had he would have, he wouldn't have stopped it in that fashion. What I've been saying, the fight was stopped too early. That was my opinion. Now this goes along with what he's saying. So it lines right in line with what should have happened. You know? And you look at other fights, man, the low blows. Look at the Trinidad Vargas fight. There was a lot of low blows in that fight. You know what I mean? And in fact, there was a lot of deductions from both guys because of low blows. More for Trinidad, because Trinidad was ball busting. He was ball busting Vargas. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the fight still went on. You know, but you know, you had Jay Nady in there at that time, which is a very strict, world-renowned referee, and he's still refereeing. And he was officiating. I think he's more of an over officiator. I think he's more. Well, he's definitely more strict. But you know, he caught those low blows. I mean, they were blatant low blows. You know, what are you going to do? But I think the fight should be. I think it should be a no contest, and they should fight again. You know, but it goes back to what I've been saying, man. This only cheats Andre Ward out of a victory. Because had the fight went on, I believe Andre would have still got Sergey out of there. because Sergey was hurt, and he wasn't hurt from a ball-busting punch. He was hurt from a right hand to the left side of his face, and he buckled, and his legs did a little dance, and that's what the onslaught began of the punches to the head and body. Then the stoppage came after that. You know what I'm saying? So, Andre Ward, again, was just doing what he's supposed to do. And he did that. Exactly that. But now that just gives people excuses why they should fight again, or excuses, towards Andre Ward, and cheats him out of his victory. And in fact, really what it's about is the legitimate reason why it should be a no contest, because of the low blows. Because the referee didn't see it. If the referee didn't see it, he'd be like, whoa, you gave Sergey a little time. He had 5 minutes. Anybody knows the sport of boxing rules. If a person gets hit with a low blow, he gets 5 minutes. He can take up to 5 minutes. Okay? I never seen that actually done. But he gets up to 5 minutes to recuperate, to recover. To redeem, I can fight again. You know what I mean? I can continue, rather. So, that's what it is, man. You guys tell me what you think of that. Other news, Golovkin and Canelo's heating up real nicely, man, because we got a lot of outside interference. And what I mean by outside interference, I mean Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders was at the press conference in New York. And he stated, well, what happened to you? You lost your pen. We supposed to fight next, not the Canelo Golovkin. It's supposed to be Golovkin, Billy Joe Saunders, right? So, Golovkin, I never seen him talk in this fashion to someone directly. But he said, hey, Billy Joe, yeah, I know you well. You run your mouth too much. You talk too much. And I was like, whoa, that's a brow's razor, right? For, Golovkin to do that. I mean, he smiled and played off, but you could tell that he was pissed off. Because I think the publisher was trying to answer for Golovkin. Golovkin was like, no, I got this. Dude, you talk too much. Need to shut the fuck up. You really do. And, but it makes sense, though. I mean, I would have went for the gusto and fought Canelo, because that's what everybody wants to see. Him fighting Billy Joe Saunders is only Golovkin playing catch-up. And there's no need to play catch-up now. He's already labeled as the boogeyman. You know what I mean? He is the Sergey of the 160-pound division. And it's up to Canelo to take those belts. Just like Andre Ward took those belts from Sergey, right? All right, there you go. So it's going up nicely. And, of course, Canelo was defending himself while he gave him the WBC belt that he got from Cotto. So, and it seemed good. It doesn't really matter at this point now, because they're fighting. They're fighting on September 16th of this year. It's going down. You know what I mean? So, and then Billy Joe, he's he does talk a lot of shit, though. He's real verbal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because Billy Joe didn't want to fight anyone last year. He didn't want to fight Golovkin. I think he wanted to fight Canelo for the money, but, He backed off a lot of stuff, man. He talked a lot of smack. Like, really. He really did. And you see he kind of stumbled on his words, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, I just look forward to fighting whoever, And, good luck to both fighters. And we'll see you after the fight. And I know why. Now I understand why Billy Joe Saunders don't take on like an opponent like Danny Jacobs, because Danny Jacobs will more than likely beat him. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much knows that, so he's going for what he knows. He's going to fight the biggest. He's going to fight the winner out of that, so he's going to wait. He's probably going to fight a nobody, which that would be smart, because if he goes this whole year without fighting anyone, right, waiting on the Golovkin-Canelo fight, and little does he know, if that fight's a good fight, they're going to fight again. There ain't going to be no Billy Joe Saunders right after that. Billy Joe who? You know what I mean? It won't be any Billy Joe Saunders. So Billy Joe Saunders needs to fight, man up, and make his own damn legacy. Fight Danny Jacobs or fight David Lemieux. Those are two good fights, two good fighters. You know what I mean? Chris Eubank, I don't think wants to fight him because he's doing his own quote-unquote thing at 168, right? So I don't see that happening. But there is a pool of fighters up there at 160 that he could fight. I mean, he can fight a lot of people. You know, fight somebody. Fight fight Monroe. You know what I mean? Fight someone that Golovkin has fought. You know what I'm saying? Fight someone, man. Someone with some credibility. You know, because if he fights someone that you never heard of, again, his credibility just stoops that much lower. It just drops. You know, and already people just really don't want to see him. Who's the last person that he beat with some legitimacy? Andy Lee. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was a good fight. And I was actually surprised that he beat Andy Lee, because Andy Lee's a good stand-up guy and has a powerful right hook, you know? Got that strong Irish blood, you know what I mean? He's ready to go in for the kill, you know? But, yeah, he needs to do something. Billy Joe needs to do something besides run his mouth. But it looks very entertaining. But anyway, guys, you guys tell me what you think about all this, you know? And check out my Facebook page. I got tons of videos on there, man. You know, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of facts. You know, a lot more videos like this. You know, a lot of clips. It's a lot of cool stuff, man. So stay tuned. You know, as I drop another video after video, and you will hear it here at Counterpunch Boxing News. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.